And we are live. My voice is still a bit spent from yesterday, but that's okay. I'll get through it. Anyway, welcome. It's finally happening. I said I'd start this playthrough as soon as Tiny Takeover is out, and it came out last week. So today we're finally starting our stream exclusive hardcore world. Is there game audio? Well, no music is playing right now, so maybe if I click on something? Okay. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's create a new world. Hardcore Live. We're playing in hardcore mode, obviously. See, I think I'll actually leave the seed blank. I usually type something in there, but let's not. I don't want to influence anything. So, okay, game rules. That's Repeat your use debug info, yeah. I always turn it on when I play survival because I want to actually use the in-game mechanics to navigate, not just press F3 and use the debug screen to find out where I am. That's nice. Check. Well, I usually turn Thrown Ender Pearls Vanish on Death also off, but since it's a hardcore playthrough, it doesn't really matter, but just for consistency. Suppose that means if I build some chunk loaders and then I die, they still exist when I'm flying around in spectator mode. And everything else should be set up correctly. Alright, data packs. I was originally thinking of using the minecart improvements experiment because I haven't really played around with it. But since it's still in development and there hasn't been an update in a bit, and I don't know whether it has any issues, I'm just going to leave it with the default minecart mechanics. Same for redstone experiments. I am, however, going to add my personal data pack. There it is. And this is actually going to be the first time I'm actually trying out some of the stuff that's in there in regular gameplay. While I was waiting for 26.1 to come out, I added a bunch of random stuff because I was bored. Let's see, we did experiments, we get data packs, word type is default, generated structures, game mode hardcore. Well, let's see how it goes. I usually play normal difficulty, so this is going to be a challenge either way. Yeah. Okay, very interesting. I'm already missing my spyglass. Let's not waste any time. We need wood. I'm also trying out this rainbow color cycling block outline from Vanilla Tweaks. I thought it'd be distracting, but surprisingly, I'm already used to it, kinda. Early Minecraft. How rarely I get the pleasure. Let's also make a pickaxe while we're already at it. Okay, that seems to be a swamp over there then. That's a dark forest. I don't want to go there right away. Birch forest over there. And that's the last time we'll ever use wooden tools. Ah, cool. Off to a good start. So I have a few extra rules when I'm playing Minecraft survival mode. Guess you could... Good day. I'm kind of busy here. You could kind of think of them as self-imposed challenges. And we're going to get into them as soon as they become relevant. Because while I'm not a survival game player by any means, and I'm actually glad that Minecraft isn't as much of a survival game anymore as it was during early beta. I do think, considering that I've been playing this game for 14 years, I do need to... Oh, wait, I said I won't use any more wooden tools. Do need to spice up the gameplay a bit on my own accord. Just so it doesn't become too easy. You know, I actually want to engage with the mechanics of the game and not take the easy way out every time. Where's that cow? Already taking damage, perfect. There was a cow here, wasn't it? Okay, there's water over there. I think I already heard a zombie. Now, let's play everyone's favorite game. How much leather can I obtain before I've got enough copper for a full set of armor? You know, I actually kind of like this area. Maybe I'll explore a bit on the other side, on the other shore. But I mean, I wouldn't mind settling down here. I also wouldn't mind a bit of wool. Very interesting environment. That's an old growth birch forest over there. Okay, and there's just a small island. That looks like acacia trees over there. Let's go along the shore here on the tiger side. I'm actually you know, in my previous, or I guess in my current survival world, the one you saw in the previous streams, I settled down in a snowy area. In my world before that, I lived in a desert mostly, so maybe this time I'll seek out some more temperate climate. Also because some of the stuff on my data pack requires rain to exist, and I actually want to see how those mechanics I added actually work in actual gameplay. Maybe I should also stop sprinting for a while, at least until I'm better set up. It's also nice having the spring to life stuff here in the world, because my survival world predates that as well. Let's not go in there. Just no. Let's see, more birch over there, dark forest. More floating islands over there. Oh, and a village. Well, guess I don't have to worry about surviving the first night. Let's get a bit more wood for the road and then check out that village, and then it's probably also going to be dark by that time. Going to leave the hay bales for now because I'm not really lacking for food. Fletches. Okay, there are cows there. I guess I could. I mean, I'm right next to the village. If anything attacks me, I can just flee into a house somewhere. Well, I'm going to leave you in there. You're going to protect me, aren't you? We're friends. Yeah? Okay, let's give you a hug. Would you please close your door? Anything up here? What are you even doing here? There's no second bed. Okay, just the horses in here. I guess I could make a saddle once I find a piece of iron. Why are you still working? It's night. What is up with these villagers? Excuse me. Oh, there's a skeleton. Maybe I'll just camp out in here for a bit and cook my food and all that. Oh, it's... Maybe I went a bit too far in a few places yesterday. I don't know whether I made that exact joke already. I don't remember. Let's get our crafting book. Anything I need. I also want to try out combat with spears, since they're also quite new. I think I'm going to stick to the sword for now, at least until I have a bit of armor. Because if I suck at spear combat, I don't want to be completely defenseless. How are you doing? Okay. Don't talk to me. I don't care. Just thought I'd be polite. So, one of my self-imposed rules is I can't kick villagers out of their bed to sleep in to skip the night. If this bed was unoccupied, I could use it, but since there's already villagers sleeping in it, I can't. Now, of course, I do have enough wool to make a bed of my own, so that's not really an issue. Let's just wait for the last food to cook and then I'll check out some of the other houses. Hopefully nothing will attack me as I do. Okay. Let's be careful. Would you... These fucking idiots. Anything in here? No, it's another Fletcher house. They don't have chests. Six armor, that's enough. Not for pants, it's enough for a helmet or boots. I think a helmet gives more armor. +1. Or I think with leather it doesn't matter because, yeah, it's both. Both gives the same amount of armor, so let's take those that take less leather. Doesn't seem to be a blacksmith in here. Anything exciting happening over here? There's a creeper there. I'm not going to bother with that one because a golem isn't going to fight it for me. Ah, you know what? Let's just make a bed. And another rule, when I'm out and about and exploring, once I put down a bed, I can't take it with me. That is to say, if I want to skip the next night as well, I have to find enough wool to make another bed. Let's see if any of these have chests. No, that's a stable. Nothing in here. Anything good on offer? No, of course not. I feel like we're seeing a lot of floating islands. I mean, I'm happy. I'm just not used to them being so common. Let's keep going for a bit. Get some more wool. That's another bed, yes. Is that? No, that's a mountain. I thought there was a shipwreck up there. Somehow. Oh, but there's a ruined portal here. Thank you for leading me here, cow. I was actually just looking for you. Gotta be a bit careful. Of course, I can't take the gold with me yet. Projectile protection. Let's just take everything. Slick touch shovel. I don't actually have a shovel, so why not use this one? Okay, there's more dark forest over there. Oh, dragonfish. That doesn't play often. Was underwater at the right, just the right time. Seven leather, that's enough for pants. Well, we had it. No, not. That's that. Maybe I should have stayed at spawn. I'm finding this terrain less interesting. Should probably make a boat so I don't waste my saturation. Sunflowers. More tiger over there. Okay, this little flooded cave. Dark forest. I don't want to get into dark forest. Where's the sun? Okay. Was hoping we'd maybe find a small little surface cave so I could. That's not. Start mining a bit. I mean, if you don't find a suitable cave by next nightfall, I'm just going to dig down. In a staircase, of course, not straight down. It's a bit flooded, but I can deal with that. And our first volunteer has arrived. 2 of them, in fact. Why don't you come out into the sunlight for me a bit, huh? Does that sound nice? Of course, I have to be careful that they don't set me ablaze. And another one. Why am I not jumping? Copper ore? Okay. Maybe I'd actually use this cave as a little temporary outpost. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the copper smelting. Build facade here. Guess I could do double doors, why not? I'll get 3 at once from crafting anyway. Oh, missed some copper. Let's see. Thought I had more cobblestone. Okay, we've got 14, so 29 in total. Let's see, what do we need? Let's make a helmet, so we've got at least full armor. Okay. +5, +2, +1. Shit. Copper leggings is +3. Copper boots is also +1, so I'm gonna keep wearing them, and I'll probably keep the golden chestplate because it has an enchantment on it. Right. Just keep here for now. I'll keep using up this stone axe and then. Let's see. Anything else I need? I don't. Let's just dig in a random place and see whether we can find some ores. First time using copper tools, I believe. Because I don't really have a reason to use them in my survival world. I've made some as like decorations for armor stands, but I wonder what 14-year-old Charlotte would think about me being a Minecraft Let's Player now. Would she be proud of me? Would she be jealous? Would she think it's cringe, even though she didn't know that word back then? Let's make a second pickaxe. Oh. Getting closer, like to the left here, it seems. Gonna be honest, don't particularly want to find that cave actually. Oh, yeah, it's really close. Iron. Six iron, okay. And that's my sign to turn back. Oh, no. There. Need to make the ceiling one higher. It's date. Don't know how much of the day we still have left. Let's see. I think I'll just keep on. I think I'll just keep on digging for a bit. Okay, no, this ceiling. Don't care that it wastes a bunch of durability on the pickaxe. My comfort is more important. Also, how is that the first dirt I ever picked up in this world? First dirt problems. I don't know. Da. And now the actually productive work can continue. Picker's almost used up again. Ooh, moss! We found some lush caves. That's very fitting, because I actually wanted to talk about caves. So you may have already heard that's let's not fall down there. Probably already heard that's the next game drop. It's going to be Chaos Cube, which adds, which adds a new biome. Which I'm not at all salty about. Because I waited for Tiny Takeover to start this playthrough, so I would have all the new stuff right from the beginning. And of course, the very next update they announced before this one even came out, has terrain changes. Which means any chunks I generate in this world for the next 3 months won't have the new Sulfur Caves biome. Isn't that lovely? It's like they've been waiting specifically for me to make a new world, or to plan to make a new world, to announce that. And like, at least for surface biomes, you can just walk around and find them. But cave biomes? Like, unless they've got some kind of signifier on the surface, like lush caves have the azalea trees and deep darks probably beneath a big mountain. It's going to be a pain in the ass to find one once that update drops. Also, we're deep slate level already. It's kinda hard to believe that before Caves and Cliffs, the world would have ended here. It feels like we barely dug down. We barely punctured the surface of the earth. And we're already at the very bottom. Or at least we would be. Ooh, gold. I don't think copper can mine gold, so we're going to keep that there. And actually, I'm going to take a short break here. I'm going for almost an hour, but I'll be right back. we're back. Actually, let's head back up and make an iron pickaxe. Not really much point digging around at deep slate level with just copper. So yeah, Chaos Cubed. Looking forward to it. See, that's the thing I talked about during the last Minecraft stream in the other world where we built the Happy Ghast Sanctuary, which by the way is still not finished, but I'm making good progress. Anyway, yeah, these updates are coming out too fast. It never feels like it's actually worth checking them out because you know that like 12 weeks later you're just going to get another update. Want to at least find a bit more iron before I get going. I guess there's really no point keeping my valuables safe here. If I die, it's over anyway. Let's see whether you can safely descend from here without falling into the lush caves. Don't actually know what the best level for finding iron ore is, but I suppose you can't go wrong with going deeper. More moss. Oh, tough. I don't know why I'm so happy. It's a bit too early for me to think about design. It's still such a deep drop. Well, let's continue horizontally. Hello. Anyone in here? Is it safe to come out? Supposedly, I don't want a creeper to follow my head. I'm going to put a bit of a barrier here so I don't actually fall down there. Never know how much you miss an efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe until you don't have one anymore. Get a feeling it's going to be a long time until we've caught up to that level of technology in this world. I really would like some more iron. If it's not too much to ask. Not what I asked for, but I'll take it. Okay, another entrance into the caves. But now we actually seem to be somewhat at ground level. More lapis. Iron up there. Okay, let's get this gold real quick. Seems to be nobody here. And over there was more. Even more over there. I was about to say, no, it can't be a large iron vein because the ore wouldn't be so close together then. And also there's no tuff. Oh, diamond. I'll get to you. One thing after another so I don't miss anything. Okay. Let's be smart about this. Just for a change. Is it? Oh, those are raw iron blocks. It is a giant iron vein. At least I think they are. Maybe I do have... I was actually planning to move on once I got a bit of more iron, but maybe I actually have to remember this location to come back later. And I do have lodestones on me, but no compass, so... Unless I find some redstone here, that's not going to work. Okay, let's... Let's get our first diamond. Oh! And what a lucky fight that is! Okay. Yo. An hour and 10 minutes in. Already got diamonds. Oh, a diamond. Let's hope we can get this. That's what I was fearing. Let's get as much of this iron as we can without drowning. Stop that. Okay, let's get out of here. Right, down there. Hop. Okay, iron, copper, gold can wait, only now. Guess I put everything in there forward. Let's see. No, I don't have any more leather. I was hoping I could maybe make a bundle. It's day. I could go outside, see whether I can fight a cow. Probably somehow mark this so I don't lose it. Get a bit more wood while we're at it. Sheep, but no cows. Where's the sun? Okay, it's noon, perfect. Come! More cows over there. I'm not going into the dark forest. Ah, fuck, but I don't have string. Can't actually make a bundle up though. Azalea over there. That's an enderman, which I'm not going to look at. Ah, yeah. I mean, I could wait for nightfall and go spider hunting, but of course it's not going to be just spiders out there, but everything else as well. Isn't this relaxing? I know it's hardcore mode, but not much hardcore has happened yet. Which is completely intentional, because I'm a huge coward, as we have established many times before. I've also talked a bit before about the kind of Minecraft Let's Plays I used to watch as a kid. The very casual, unedited, just regular gameplay with the boring parts not cut out. And I think I want to go for something like that with this series as well. And not just because I always upload these VODs without doing any editing. And don't really think have that kind of personality required to be or I don't want to say clickbait YouTuber, but I'm too timid and I speak too slowly. I unfortunately am not going to win the TikTok audience over. Alright, let's make some plans. What do we want to take with us? I can... I don't need the stone axe anymore. I'm gonna take the copper, the diamond, the gold, the iron obviously, the leather, lapis, meat. Gonna need the boat. I'm also gonna take the door just because I'm going to need it at some point. Well, cobblestone just so I have it. Dirt likewise. At least as long as I have still inventory space, I guess I could take the feathers with me. Obsidian. Let's see, anything else? Getting this also the flint. No, I think that's all. Let's got all coal out of here. Got all the wood I need. But since it was just noon, it's probably going to be... Yep, it's already getting dark, so let's... make a bed here. Guess I could take the glowberries just to eat it for the advancement. I'm gonna need some eventually. And that should be dark enough. And let's leave our little cave behind. And maybe find a proper place to stay. Said I could do the lodestone, but well, I guess if I really wanted to find this place again, I could just watch the video, so... You know what, that was stupid. I should have made some shields. I still have... Oh, plenty of iron here. Okay, let's make some shields next sheep we find. Actually, let's take the white sheep, because we already have one white wool. Thank you for that. Just realized it was smart of me to keep the feathers because we're in an old growth birch forest, so we could find some trail ruins here. Potentially. Oh, another portal. Bees over there. And now I actually have an iron pickaxe where I can take the block of gold with me. Want to make sure it doesn't get burned. Blast protect. Oh, replanting. That's one of my custom enchantments. Okay, but that's the same I already have. Nee, that's projectile protection or blast protection. Let's just take both as long as we have space. I mean, you can probably guess what the replanting enchantment does. It automatically replants crops that you break with it. It was quite tricky to get that to work because there's if you just use the enchantment system on its own with its effects, the hit block effect, you're going to run into trouble because when you left click to break the fully grown crop, what happens is the new crop gets replanted before the break block event has finished, so you always end up breaking the newly planted crop as well. In fact, you end up breaking any block you put there, it's going to be mined instantly as if it was the old crop there, regardless of what material it is, or even if you even have the right tool for it. It just always gets broken instantly as well. And in fact, even if you place multiple blocks in the same position, in the same tick, they're all gonna get broken consecutively. So I had to do a bit of trickery with summoning markers and putting a one tick delay in there to make sure another portal it all works out. So we have a bunch of horses here, don't we? Oh Jesus Christ. That's explicitly not what I wanted. Let's see, we can combine these. God, what a mess. That. Let's see whether we can find us a horse to get around a bit easier. Let's try. Alright, I need a. Jesus Christ. Need a free hand for that. Oh, Jesus. No. I don't trust you, horse. I'm going to take one that's not right next to a giant abyss. It's nothing personal. Just have to look out for my own safety here. You don't have to make it so difficult. Don't have anything to feed you, so we're just going to have to do it the hard way. At least horses bucking you off doesn't deal any damage. Thank you. That's good. That's not a particularly fast horse. Doesn't have much health, but better than nothing, I guess. I'm not going to try out a bunch of horses until I find a good one. Not what I can't feed them anything. Oh, a donkey. A donkey would actually be more helpful because you can put chests on it. Oh, Sherry Grove. You know what? We had a nice time to get a horse, but I think it's donkey time for me. Come on, it's getting dark. Don't walk into the lava. Thank you. Okay, but we're gonna have to build a little shelter for the night. Another one of my rules. If I'm out and about and I want to skip the night with a bed, I have to put it down in an enclosed space. Can't just plop down a bed in the open, sleep for 5 seconds and then continue on my journey. It actually has to be something sort of resembling a hut. Of course, in regular survival mode, this has the advantage that I'll actually set and keep my spawn point at some point along the journey. Not so relevant here, but I also just like doing this in general because it leaves a trail behind of places you've been, and if you ever end up exploring in the same direction, you can go, oh, I've been here before, and maybe you'll remember your past adventures and reminisce about the good old times. So even if you never... Oh, a spider. I want to... Let's make a spear. I hope it doesn't despawn. Let's make a chest real quick. What was that? So even if you don't ever build anything real in such an area, you still have you will have put some mark on it, you know, which I think is nice. And of course, if you ever end up journeying in the same direction, you'll also already have a little hut with a secure bed set up. Ah, okay, it's still here. Okay, let's try this. Never actually done this before. Wait, spider? Hello? No! God damn it. Oh, well. How did it despawn? It was so close. Oh, I wanted string to make bundles. Maybe a lead as well. Well, that's what I get for trying to be fancy. Oh, God. You know what? This... Spider. Spider, are you still there? Spider. Anyway, what I wanted to say, this area doesn't seem all too bad either. Oh God, it's bees, oh God. Maybe I'd actually settle down here. I like that we have this nether portal here because of another rule. A brand new rule, actually, so I'm using it for the first time in this world. And I got the idea from a video I watched on YouTube, which I'm going to link in the upload. This rule says I can't build my own nether portals. I can only use naturally found ruin portals that I repair. And I'm just going to test out whether that's going to result in more fun or more frustration. Is that a... No, I think there's just trees. I thought maybe there's a village over there. No, of course, finding ruin portals in the overworld is no issue. You run in a straight line in a random direction for 5 minutes and you'll come across one guaranteed. I mean, that's already what, the 4th one we found in this world? But I've never actually found a ruin portal in the Nether, I don't think. Don't know how common they are there. So if I ever find myself stranded in the Nether and I want to get back home, I just have to hope that I'll find a portal if I can't find my way back. You know what? We're going to settle down here. We've got a portal right here. We've got a cherry grove. We've got access to the ocean. I presume that leads to a greater ocean. We're up high on the meadow, so we always have the high ground. And if we want to hunt monsters, we can do it in a flat open field and I don't have to worry about some creeper hiding by the corner where I can't see it. Lots of flowers here. There are donkeys and horses. We got some cows we could bring up here. I think this is a good place to be. And I do actually want to try to build like proper buildings and stuff. I kind of tried like, okay. So my very first survival world, I actually lived in a proper house. Or I guess 2 houses. I had 2 residences in different areas. Then the world I started after that, I did technically have a house, an unfinished house, and everything important was somewhere underground where you couldn't see it from the surface. So even though I actually built quite a lot of stuff, it never really seemed like it because you couldn't see it. Then the next development after that, my main survival world right now, I wanted to try again and build a proper house and all that. And it turns out I built a bunch of separate buildings with different functions, but my actual house I live in is still my cute little starting hut, which has a bed and a crafting table in it and some chests, and that's it. So maybe this time I try to build some bigger building that's all where everything important is together in one place. See how that goes. I want to make some fences. Because I am worried about my donkey. There you go. I mean, obviously this is not going to stay like this, but for the time being, I need a place where I can store my stuff and flee from monsters. And you come back here and get in there. Actually, where's the sun? Okay, it's about to set. Let's see. What do we need? I mean, I got a wheat seed with me. Maybe I guess I could set up a little farm. So I could also demonstrate how the replanting thing works. Guess I should make a bucket for that to drink water up here. Going to do tomorrow. Okay. Before I go monster hunting, let's get set up a bit more. Guess I can already put a lodestone here in preparation. Where? I mean, it must be underground somewhere then. Alright. Let's get another donkey. Come on, I know you can jump over it. Get some water. I also want to get some sugar cane if I can find some. Because now that name tags are actually craftable, I want to give all my animals name, at least all the tamed animals. Don't know whether I will give every single farm animal its own name. Isn't it nice that horses and donkeys can swim with passengers now? Let's take let's leave those so they can grow back. You know, I should have made 2 buckets so I could take an... so I could make a fountain up on top. Ah, you know what? I've got the iron with me. Let's use the daytime to see what else is around. I suppose one disadvantage of this area is that it's very beta terrainy. It's forests, it's plains, and that's pretty much it. Okay, still before noon. So the cherry grove is nice. Maybe I should have settled down in there instead. God, you're so slow. Like, I know I shouldn't expect a donkey to be a good swimmer, but... Suppose I have good reason to... Ooh, Nautilus. I want a Nautili as well, but not right now. Suppose that means I have a good reason to build a bunch of bridges everywhere, which is going to keep me busy. Oh, there's a shipwreck over there. What is... You know, let's not get too carried away. Let's set up proper base. Let's build a well. Let's plant some crops. Don't have to do everything all at once. And also not everywhere. Let's go take them. Ton of flowers because they're pretty. So let's take some more wood, maybe some saplings. I'm actually impressed how much I still like the song Fireflies, even though it plays all the fucking time. Guess it's just that good. Even constant repetition can't make you sick of it. Am I even going in the right direction? Okay, yeah, that's a portal up there. Oh, but yeah. Don't think we're going to make it before nightfall, but maybe that just means I can test out my spear finally. Fighting uphill with the spears, maybe not the best environment. Come on, swim! Swim like your life depends on it. Which it might actually. I thought I heard a trident being thrown at me. I hope it's not actually one. It is! Oh god, let's get the fuck out of here. Which reminds me, I wanted to make a shield. Okay, we're back. We made it. Let's see whether some monsters spawn, ideally spiders, and let's test out our spear. Maybe I shouldn't be so reckless. Can't forget I'm in hardcore mode. But I also really need string. Okay, I see a spider, I see skeletons. You know what? I should definitely make a shield. Get in here for the time being. Put the stuff in here for now. Shield. Need wood. And we're almost at 2 hours, so I guess I should take a short break here, and maybe after that we'll try out some spear combat if I don't get cold feet at the last second. I'll be right back. And we're back. And what I should do is sleep and then try out a spear on the remaining mobs in the daylight. That sounds smart. Okay. Let's go, donkey. Oh, wrong key. On guard! Wait, you get experience for that, so I guess it counted. Okay, how we like that, huh? Doesn't do a lot of damage, but oh god. Skeleton with armor. Should get my shield ready. Please, please. Oh, and there's a creeper. Been in an awkward position. How much string did I get? 1. Perfect. I guess this is enough for 1 bundle. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't... Oh. My poor heart. Okay, creeper's far enough away. Let's try getting the skeleton. Oh god! Ouch! No! Not the donkey! Now, of course, I also can't see my hunger bar while I'm on the donkey. Oh. Ah. You know what? Oh, this is a disaster. Also don't want to lose track of the creeper. You're just a bunny, okay. Okay, my ass kicked here. Two attack damage. Well, that could explain it. Strafing. Well, that wasn't fast enough. Ah. Maybe not the best opponent. Oh, I got a bow. Now the creeper still here is another question. I'm not going to fight the creeper on the donkey. I think it's all seen. Oh, probably that went. But I do want to see, just in case it surprises me later on. But creeper seems to have despawned, okay. Okay, well, let's never do that again. At least not to be better prepared. Okay. Let's calm down a bit. Let's see. Okay. I am going to make a fountain just somewhere. Then I'm going to set up a little field there. Close the door while I'm inside, so nobody surprises me. also set up some sugarcane. Plant the sapling so we don't have to go out for watch. With all these flowers, I'm probably also going to get some bees that way. I mean, there are bees over there on that tree. Do I need honeycomb for anything right now? I guess I could use it for candles. But I don't have much string, so that's not going to work either. Just Minecraft 101, lighting up the area so nothing bad spawns in the vicinity. Oh, hello. You look like you could have some string for me, perchance. Oh, so you can't fight back because you're stuck. Somehow a skeleton died here. Not going to question it. Oh, you're coming or what? Ah. I did also get the less obtrusive rain and snow from vanilla tweaks because I didn't want the weather to mess up the video quality all too much. Usually I don't mind how the weather looks, but since it's for the stream, I figured. Oh. Let's take care of the bitrate a little bit. Classic fence windows. And also what I should do is maybe wasteful, but I should set up a lightning rod, because I don't live in the snowy area anymore like in the other world, so I can actually get hit by lightning in here. I'm just going to, I don't know. Put it here. And somehow try to get down from here as well. Ouch. Gotta remember. I'm in hardcore, I don't have feather falling. Should be good. Okay, let's see. Did we actually take a look at that portal? Don't think we did. It's going to leave the gold block up there for the time being. Oh, would you look at that? Efficiency 3, well, it's a gold pickaxe. Not too excited about that. Another seed. I mean, I guess I could. If you want to be fancy. Where to put this? Cook this meat on a campfire. And maybe I could also use this as a signal fire once I have enough wheat for hay bale. My meat. Hashtag my meat. I'm still wearing leather boots. Gotta change that. Don't want to use iron for that yet. Let's see, what else do I need? Suppose not much. Let's make that bundle before I forget. Oh right, my meat. Good for bones. Suppose I could speed up our wheat production a bit. Okay, now look at this. Replanting. I harvest the wheat, and it automatically replants. I know you might be saying, but hang on, you didn't have any wheat seeds in your inventory when you were doing that. How did it replant? Did you guys just get seeds for free? No, it automatically deducts one seed from the drop, so everything stays fair. Of course, it doesn't work with torch flowers and pitcher crops, so for those you actually do have to have the crop and the seed in question in your inventory. And that's all I've got for now. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but I'm the one who decided to make it like that. The replanting does cause durability on the hoe, and with a gold hoe you can burn through it pretty quickly. I just think it's fair, you know, since normally breaking crops with a hoe doesn't cost anything. Where do you fucking idiots keep coming from? I mean, there are enough caves around here, so... It's just this one. Oh, good day. Ooh, emerald ore. I'm going to preserve that until I have silk touch. Jesus Christ, doesn't stop. I mean, I'm not complaining, just... How's the sun looking? A new morning. The neighbors are burning. Birds are singing. Creeper! En garde! Flowers are blooming. Trying to think what to do next. I mean, I could go exploring a bit, but I probably should also head back underground again, because I'm not going to have copper and iron available forever. Now, one thing I'm debating with regards to my data pack is this. I actually have a recipe for turning rotten flesh into leather. You know, the classic recipe everyone adds. I made it a campfire recipe to make it extra annoying and unable to be automated, because, well, rotten flesh is really easy to come by, and that like kind of diminishes the effort needed to get actual leather from its usual sources. And I also made the recipe take longer than any other campfire recipe as compensation for that. And I'm actually considering just removing this altogether, I mean. Because as annoying as it is still really easy. You know, campfires don't need fuel. They're cheap to make. And I don't know, just... I originally added this recipe because it was annoying me how difficult it was to come by any useful amount of leather, because it feels like cows only ever drop meat and forget that they also have a leather drop. And if you're building with bookshelves or you need item frames, that you're going to need a lot of leather cumulatively. But since then, I've reconsidered. I mean, I still have some like recipes or loot tables in this pack that make getting certain resources easier. For example, I also added leather drops to striders. But at some point, you have to ask, are you making it too easy? Are you taking all the challenge out of the game by just because you don't want to spend the effort gathering the resources the normal way? And that's why I'm considering getting rid of the leather, rotten flesh to leather recipe. I'm not going to go down there. Anything else interesting in the vicinity? Ooh, pumpkins. Do want those. It's going to be annoying getting over there. I don't actually care that much about pumpkins. I just realized. No, there was that shipwreck over there. Maybe I should head there again, because those usually have useful stuff in their chests. I mean, while I'm here, I could also gather some sand to make glass. Why not? Don't want to destroy the landscape too much. Anything here? I'm going to leave the animals alone for now until I've got enough wheat to herd them together, and then I'm going to just breed them at home instead of thinning out the wild population. Yes, I saw that coal over there. I'm not going to get it. Okay, and this is filled with water. Ah, there are pumpkins over here, perfect. Don't even need to cross the river. Glow squid on there. So that looks potentially interesting. Not right now, though. That as well. Keep wandering off so far. Where the fuck is my house? Over there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm on a completely wrong hill. Oh, that's not good. Phew. Narrowly avoided another adventure. Let's try that creeper thing again. Maybe this time successfully. Oh, spider. I do want a bit of cherry wood, because I actually want to start building a proper house now instead of this little dinky thing. I mean, it's still bright outside. I could take the donkey. Let's see whether we can get over there somehow without breaking our necks. I mean, I suppose... I could just be sheep and build an ugly little cobblestone bridge over there. Which we are, of course, going to replace with a proper bridge at some undetermined point in the future. Now you come here, because I don't trust you going off on your own. want to get up there. Okay, we got snowy area over there, good to know. Was about a zombie? But it seems to be a grove, not a snowy tiger. There should be enough saplings. And we're not quite at 3 hours yet, but I'm going to take another short break here. I'll be right back. And we're back. I think I'm actually not going to go on for much longer. I did a 5-hour stream yesterday, and quite honestly, still today I was so exhausted I wasn't sure whether I could even do this stream, or whether I had to postpone it once again. I didn't want to make a pickaxe, but I'm going to need one eventually anyway, so... Oh jeez, I need more space. I really need to build an actual house. Let's keep those in there for now. How's the wheat doing? We got a 1. Okay, let's plant some cherry trees here because I'm going to need a lot more wood. Pink petals. Let's see, where do I want to build the house? I wanted to say here, but there's this big hole. I thought this was like flat space. Still think somewhere around here would make the most sense. I mean, even with this cave here, there's still a bit of space. Also, having a landmark on this side of the hill is going to be helpful when I go exploring in that direction. What's my... No, that's 32, okay. For some reason I thought a fork looked really close. I am going to tentatively mark this as a spot for a house. Then we could keep this here as like the agricultural area. I think I keep going until 11 p.m., so another 35 minutes. Don't always have to make these super long streams. The Creeper Crater. At some point I have to organize this. Maybe I'll procrastinate on that until I've built the house where I have more storage room. What to do? I mean, if I've only got like half an hour left, I don't want to go on a grand tour exploring around the world. Maybe see if we can light up some of the caves around here. Oh, this looks very inviting. Oh, I see a creeper down there. Let's mark that so I don't fall in by accident. I mean, it's probably going to happen anyway, but... how would I even tackle that? And... no, that's glow lightning, okay. So this one needs to be torched up. I need to stop sprinting so much, but I've still not got a stable source of food. Oh, hello, welcome in. That's a shield. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, it's connected to that cave where the creepers were in, which makes me worried. Let's get this coal first. And let's carefully scout this out. Okay, nothing here. A log finding nothing. Oh yeah, that's the little canyon where the creepers were. Okay, I was right. I'll worry about the coal once I've finished with the torches. Is there some? I guess it can come from here. Still got a creeper in here. Don't think it can get me. Two creepers. That is a bit ridiculous. Might want to overthink your strategy here, guys. Don't think that's working out for you. You just had to blow up on the last one, didn't you? Okay, this was a bit deeper. More creeper. No, I do want that gunpowder, but I don't think I... don't have any... No, okay. Well... let's just leave it be for now. Maybe it'll come around here. There it is. Oi! I'm not going to fight you in there. Where are you? I'm gonna fight out in the open where I can run. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, nothing can come through there except spiders, so I'm going to leave that for now. can get the gunpowder. Skeleton. It's a really nasty cave to navigate, I have to say. Okay. It's going down there. I think I'm going to leave it for now. And that's our replanting hole. Well, whatever. I think I made that enchantment relatively rare, but also hosts don't have that many enchantments available in the first place, so not as it's not as bad as filling rods. And if we really feel like we need the replanting enchantment, I think we can get it once we've got a proper enchanting setup. I wish I had a second diamond, because then I could already make an enchantment table, which usually I don't like enchanting stuff unless I'm already at level 30, but here in hardcore mode I need every bit of protection I can get. Don't have the luxury of waiting around until I feel like I can get optimal results. Dun, 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 dun. Can't wait to find out how many copyright claims I'm going to get on this stream for using the in-game Minecraft music. You know, I tried contesting that once and it actually worked, but it keeps... It's so much with Minecraft videos, I just didn't bother with any of the subsequent ones. Even though the noise, even when it does make a difference for me in practice, because my channel isn't monetized anyway. But it's a principle, you know? I just don't want these copyright trolls to think they can get away with this. Posted? There was like a zombie or something here, wasn't it? Guess it must have despawned because it didn't look like it was on fire. Why is this not an infinite spring anymore? How did that Wait, didn't I? No, I made a pickaxe, that's right. Probably don't want a tree right next to the lightning rod. One, two, three, four. It's taking in the scenery for a bit. I know not a lot of exciting stuff happened. We didn't, well, we had a bit of action, but not much. Don't think that's going to change dramatically in the future because I am not a pro player despite being invested in this game for 14 years at this point, which is literally half my life. I'm 28. Yeah, this is just about the level of excitement I can handle in Minecraft. And I think next time we'll need to find some more iron and copper, so we're going to go underground. We're going to start building the house. And maybe we'll check out the shipwreck over there and other stuff we can find. But I think for today, I mean, it's 5 minutes to 11 p.m., but I'm hungry and I actually want to go to bed on time today. So maybe I'll just call it here. I mean, I did a lot for hours. We had 3 hours 25, so not too bad. Well, let's take on this tree real fast before I go. Should make last thing I do before I quit. Oh, not you. Okay, maybe I won't do anything. I'll go back into my house and wait for those freaks to hopefully go past me and ignore me. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make a composter. Put all the wildflowers in. But anyway, that'll be it for first Minecraft stream in the new world. I'm really enjoying being in the early game again. I don't get to do this a lot, and especially now with all the copper stuff that didn't exist before. I'm having a lot of fun actually. But for now, it's time to say goodbye. I hope I remember next time that those pillagers are here and I don't just wander outside and look around with big eyes and get shot from behind with a crossbow. We're going to call it here. I'll see you on Tuesday for Backlog Busters. I'll see you on Wednesday, potentially, for a special out-of-schedule stream, because it's the 1st of April, and if the Minecraft April Fool's joke turns out to be interesting, I'm going to be playing that. And maybe also some other surprise. We'll see. Yeah. Friday is going to be shoot in order, and next Saturday we're going to continue in this world. So with that, let's listen one last time to the music of Amos and Roddy. And let's see who we can rate out to. Okay, that's not enough Amos Roddy. Now you guys get the bad snacks. Let's see who's online. Lam is online, alright. She said she was going to play Final Fantasy 14, doing raids. Scholarly Frog is playing Slay the Spire 2. Tricato is playing some Battle Golf. The music is out. Snap decision. Oh, I don't know. I guess when in doubt, rate Lam. I was trying to find some longer song I could use as intro, as outro music to give myself more time for the raid, but so far I haven't really found a song I liked. Ah, jeez. Why am I always so indecisive? Fuck it, we're rating Lam. I don't care. It doesn't matter. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, thanks for being so patient with me while it take 5 fucking hours to find someone to raid out to. And I'll see you next time.